Right then guys, we have just arrived at Thorpe Park Press Night for Fright Nights. It's Mikey, Hannah, Kate and Martin. We have all got our wristbands on and we've just gone through admissions and we're about to go into the dome. Very exciting. We got some old attractions, some returning attractions, some brand new attractions and some scary vampires.
You scared me. I'm excited. I haven't been to Thorpe Park Fright Nights for 3 years, never mind their press night for even longer, and I'm really excited that the dome...
He's got a comb. Careful of the comb.
I'm really excited that the dome seems to be decorated.
Yeah,
and I'm excited. I can see fire.
We got fire. The dome is now the home, I think, to Showtime, the big top Showtime. They will be here a little bit later after the red carpet's been here. But we're going to check out a little bit of the red carpet, get some drink, get some food, and then we're going to go around each attraction this evening, and we'll take you for the ride with us. You can film inside.
Did someone say drink?
Someone said drink, Hannah.
Drink.
Oh. She's got milk. So yeah, we're gonna go through the attractions now. Oh,
that's a very sweet scent from you.
Thank you.
No, I'm not talking
scent.
about you smell. Come on, just a little right on the
Oh, he's gonna bite me. He's gonna bite.
He's nearly married.
Can't bite me. Right, so we're gonna give you a few snippets of the evening. I hope you enjoy. If you want to listen to more about each attraction, just check out the podcast, www.ScareTrack.podbean.com.
But for now, there's fire.
Fire.
That's just that is. One of those.
Nice to meet you, Andrew. How are you? Hi, how are you? Nice to meet you. Hi, how are you? Hi, how are you?
I recognise that person. Do you guys recognise him down here? So like we say guys, we are now here inside the dome at Thorpe Park Fright Night, so we are here on the red carpet. Just going to see who's about. There's Kerry Katona just there. We've seen a few vloggers, don't know who they are, but we've got a few celebs coming up, so we might show you just a few snippets of those. Hannah and Martin and Kate have got their drinks. What have you got?
Soup.
Oh, you got soup. Oh, lovely. Oh, soup. Lovely. Awesome. So we're going to watch the red carpet for a little bit and then we're going to go in and get on some mazes. See you in a moment.
She's a bit much. Yeah, because actually...
Welcome to our circus, dear. What do you think? Show up! Yeah, think nothing of those freaks. It's all about the circus. Get away from me. Circus.
I'm being copied. You copying me?
Please. Get it? Don't worry.
So,
you will
I preferred
soon.
her to you.
Here's another
you
cue.
preferred her to me. We just had a woman just miming me. She was great. So we've arrived here in the Amity Cove area, but I think that was the big top performers in their little area. We're now having a bit of a dance. So we're going to go through some mazes. So yeah, let's find our first maze. I'm not entirely sure where they all are this year, so let's go for a walk and find out.
Well, today's tour lasts 7 hours, so I hope you've cleared your diaries. This platform here is where the notorious Sleeper Express, come, ladies and gentlemen, where the notorious Sleeper Express started in 1897 on what was to become her last ever journey. The train was filled with the beautiful bride and groom and all their wedding guests. Of course, they never reached the ceremony. Tragic, really. Their bodies ended up in a nearby tar pit. A mechanical fault led to the demise of every passenger on board. But between you and me, there was another chap in the scene. The conductor of the Sleeper Express.
Right then guys, so we just came out of platform 15. It was okay, it was alright.
It was good.
It was good. The ending needed to, I think it was a very long walk.
For not really much of an ending.
Yeah, the ending needed a bit of work, but that's what Press Night's for.
The train in the middle though was absolutely beautiful.
The train looks really good with the fire effects. It looks really impressive, to be fair. So the fire on the train, the actors in there were all great as well, and that there were parts in the tunnel at the end that really got me terrified. But it just needed a little bit more at the end.
There was a lot of walking for little actors.
Yeah, lots of walking in the end. Saw looks to be on. Hannah, what did you think of platform 15?
I am more interested in Saw being on.
Okay.
No, platform 15, I thought it was good. The finale felt flat. I thought that, we were hyped up for the conductor come in and nothing happened.
Yeah.
But for me, the first time I've ever been through it, I thought it was actually, a lot better use of the space than Blair Witch.
Yeah, definitely. Kate, it was your first time throughout platform 15. Did you enjoy it? We were just saying how the train looks awesome halfway through.
Yeah, it looks amazing. I've heard a lot of reviews and stuff before, because I've never been on it, that it was just a tunnel. So I was quite impressed with the bits before the tunnel. Like, I thought there was some nice scenery, there's some nice places and spaces that were used, some nice sight lines. I think more could have happened in the tunnel, and I thought that there should have been a conductor coming to get us. But other than that, it was better than I was expecting from the reviews I'd heard in the past.
Awesome, sweet. Right, let's go to our next maze.
time. True, your traditional circus is somewhat creepy, but this is truly horrifying! And we're taking over. We consider this your circus versus my freaks versus me. There's everyone who can do this. Are you ready, Lila? It's showtime!
So, I'd probably say that Big Top Showtime, sort of scare zone / show kind of thing, is probably the best thing here at Thorpe Park this year. That was really good. Right, let's do some more mazes. Next maze is Saw Alive. We're all big fans of the Saw franchise, aren't we, guys? We love a bit of Saw. Anna's on the phone there. Do you like Saw?
Yes, I love Saw.
So we love Saw, so we're going to go in. This maze has been here since I think 2010 now. Used to be open all year round, but now it's just reopened for Fright Nights. I know it was open for this summer as well, so it's worth checking out what it's like, if it's had any updates, or if it's just looking nice, sparkly and clean and new. So yeah, let's go in. Saw Alive, we can take you for a spin as well. Let's go in.
You! Press that button. Quickly!
One and all insanity is you! You understand the blinded! Walking away from us as always!
Scared myself for a reflection there.
So then guys, we have just come out of Saw Alive. You might have just seen a few snippets there. It looks very pretty, doesn't it?
It always looks
good.
It just felt a little flat.
Little flat that time, I'm not going to lie. We like to be honest.
There was a lot of Get Out.
Too much
when
Get Out.
You've heard Get Out so many times, it's a bit lackluster.
Yeah. There's too many Get Outs, but it looked good. The actors were trying hard in there. They were very physical.
Yeah.
I think the actors were brilliant. It was very much we were watching going through. I didn't feel like we were being scared, but we were watching amazing scenes going through.
Yeah, which I guess is what Saw is all about. Hannah's TikToking in the background.
TikTok.
So Hannah, plug your TikTok.
Hi.
ScareTrack Hannah.
I've learnt this new thing called TikTok, and I'm vain, so I love it. It's TikTok ScareTrack Hannah.
And
follow me. And Miss Kate.
And Miss Kate Monroe. So yeah, check her out on TikTok. So we've just done, like we say, Saw Alive. We're now going to head off over to our next maze. Join us. We'll show you a few snippets.
For those of you that are residents here at Dead Creek or just passing by, I regret to inform you that there has been a serious incident regarding a nearby facility. The town is under quarantine. I must know if any of you have drunk from the water in the local area. This is incredibly important. Help.
Oh my god, no, not me! Not me! Do you hear it? Do you hear the voices? No! Get me out of here, please! Yeah!
Oh no.
Right then guys, so that is a very bright light. We have just come out of, what was that one called? Deadwood Creek, that's it. Which is basically a re-theme of their zombie hunt that they did here in the summer. We didn't come and do it, but we saw lots of POVs. I mean, I guess it makes sense to utilise a maze out of the, you know, the stuff they already have. It was very scare zonesy though, it was more like a scare zone.
It did feel like a scare zone. You were just walking from, there wasn't really scenes, so it was just walking from point A to point B with some people growling.
Yeah, it's a bit growly, Kate, Miss Kate Monroe, you're the one that said at the beginning, it's more like scare zonesy. Still enjoyable, still a few scares.
Yeah, like I had a few jumps and stuff, but yeah, I think, I don't know, yeah.
Very scare zonesy. So Hannah is a big Walking Dead fan. So we're going to go and do Walking Dead, Living Nightmare,
I'm so excited,
and then we're going to do Do and Die.
The only Walking Dead maze I've done in Orlando, so I'm dead excited to do this one because I didn't get to do this last year.
I'm really excited.
Yeah.
So we're going to go and do Walking Dead, Living Nightmare. See you in a moment.
Alright, big guy, let's kick in the dick! Oh, did you miss me, Negan? You see? Now I know I had to make another strong first impression. So guess what? Daddy's home and it's a big old surprise. Whoa, holy hell, if shit could shit, it still wouldn't look as shitty as you! Now listen, I can cut you all up into itty pieces and feed you to the dead, but I got plans for you. Little cooperation from all of you, and everything's as pleasant as punch. All you have to do is follow one simple instruction. Get my shit back! I want you to bring me the king, the widow, and that stupid little kid called Rick! Dead or alive, you bring me. And you are lucky Lucille is my first DLC. But I am, so I'm gonna go get me a drink. And you get these assholes out of here. Alright, bitches, that show, let's get this thing moving! Have your shitting pants on. Keep it moving, big guy!
Which way do we go? Oh my god, there's zombies everywhere!
So guys, we just came out of The Walking Dead Living Nightmare. We just gave our reviews here on the podcast, but just a quick one. Hannah, while she stops TikToking, enjoy that?
I really enjoyed it. I loved it. I thought it was great. Like the scenes were incredible. The theming was incredible. I absolutely loved it.
Yeah, totally. And it lived up to the expectations because you're a big Walking Dead fan, aren't you?
Yeah. I loved the Negan at the start. I thought it was great. I thought it was great how he picked on individual people. The soundtrack, the cars, the lighting, everything was incredible. I think that throughout the maze there could have been a few more scares.
Yeah.
But apart from that, I absolutely loved it.
Totally. And Hannah, Martin and Kate, your first ever time?
Yes, I loved it. It was very good. It looked beautiful. The actors were really good in there, and yeah, loved it.
Sweet, buzzing. Awesome. Right, we're going to go to our next Walking Dead maze. Then we might do the Walking Dead ride because a couple of these guys haven't done it yet. So we're going to go over to Walking Dead Do or Die.
This isn't a safe community.
It's now time.
If you want to get out of here with your life, you turn around and leave.
Do or die.
Crap. Someone's coming. Get behind the scenes, hide, and keep your mouth shut.
Hi everyone. My name is Amber. What y'all doing sitting down? We're all family here. Come on, get up, get up. Anyway, just head through those clotheslines. A family member will find you on the other side and get you situated. And as I like to say, if you can't find
That's actually part of my trail. You're saying that. Hey Sam, this is pushing. Let's go for some meat. That's a...
save yourself, please, before I say no, I'm sorry! No, please! Please! Run, turn back before it says turn back! You've got to turn back, please! Before it's too late, turn back!
Right then guys, so we have just come out of Walking Nightmare Do or Die. It was basically Sanctum 2.0 really. We weren't huge fans of Sanctum last year. It's a shame because the first Walking Dead attraction here is so good.
Very, very good.
So good. That the second one just doesn't live up to the Walking Dead name, does it? No. So yeah, we weren't huge fans of that one. The girls weren't huge fans of Do or Die. Just
The last actor was incredible.
oh, the actor was at the end was great. Yeah, actually, in fairness, in all attractions, I think the actors have been actually really good. So fair play to the actors. I just think
Just the whole theming and the atmosphere has just been a bit deflating.
in some areas, yeah, there's been some parts that were great. Don't get me wrong, we've got some good scares in certain areas. If you come into Fright Nights, you better hope it doesn't rain because nearly everything's outdoors. But yeah, there's been some good parts of it. It's just a shame that. Yeah, it's a shame that...
Do or die before you do Living Nightmare.
Yeah, if you haven't been before, or at Light, definitely do Living Nightmare afterwards, because Do or Die had the longest queue of the night, and it was probably the weakest maze, unfortunately. But it's alright, because we're going to go on the Walking Dead ride, new for this year. So yeah, we're joining you afterwards. We've still got Blair Witch and Vulcan Peak to do, so we're going to do those afterwards. Right. So now we're going into a new maze for this year, Vulcan Peak. This is the way in. I think there's a safety briefing going on, but we can't hear. But we're more impressed that Anthony Turner and Kay Katona just over there.
No, that's me.
Oh, that's mine.
Behind you.
So yeah, we're going to go into Vulcan Peak. I think this one's a hooded maze, so you can't come in with this one.
Oh, is it?
Can we not feel myself hooded like that?
Feel myself hooded.
I hope it's good.
Yeah, give it a bash. See how it is. Right, see you in a moment, guys. Right then, guys, we've just come out of Vulcan Peak. I don't want to say too much about it on here because it doesn't deserve the time. We've just spoke about it on the podcast, so go over to ScareTrack.podbean.com on that.
I got very irate.
Just
so
to pull
I'm
it,
not gonna get there
just
now.
to pull it bluntly, it was just a waste of time. It could have been.
This is Vulcan's
so good.
Peak.
Vulcan's Peak.
And you may remove your hood.
Yeah, that was about it, really, unfortunately. Such a shame. I can see what they're trying to do. The more attractions here, the better. The less queues. It's great to have more and more attractions throughout the day. However, Martin said on the podcast, that is a very well-themed attraction inside I'm a Celebrity. Why not use I'm a Celebrity as a jungle run scare maze? Would that make more sense?
Yes.
People dressed up as monkeys or gorillas or even just rustling the bushes would have been funnier, would have been jokier, would have been better. That you put a hood on that was too small for your head, and I don't have the biggest of heads. But yeah, I'm really sorry, but that one, I'm struggling to find any positives on that one. It's a shame. We got one more to do though. We have had an awesome night here at Thorpe Park. We've done some great mazes. Walking Dead was great again. Living Nightmare. Platform 15 was fun. Saw always looks beautiful. But yeah, let's go into Blair Witch returning for this year.
We ain't got a whole thing. This is how he did it, you know. One in the corner, the rest of him in front of him, just like you are now. He'd lead the children down to the basement in pairs. Legend says his eyes would turn black as he killed the children one by one. Some say he spoke in word mutilated with old symbols carved into their faces. Children would run into the woods but never run back home. Stories of an old woman accused of witchcraft returning to taunt the old town of Blair. Blair. You can change the name, but you can't change the past. Look, you made your children not there anymore. Have you seen my friends? Careful! Be careful! Follow them up!
Right then guys, so we have just finished our night here at Thorpe Park Press Night for the Fright Nights 2018. We've just come out of Blair Witch. We just said on the podcast, if you want to listen to a podcast, ScareTrack.podbean.com. But it was good. It was better than last year. Well, it wasn't here last year, but it's better than previous years. You said that it feels like less walking. Like you went from scene to scene faster.
It's straight scare into a scare into a scare instead of walking around trying to find the scare. Yeah,
definitely. Some more lighting, better sound. What I will say is that the sound around the whole park sounded really awesome. We haven't spent as much time in the sort of scare zonesy areas I'd like tonight. We've been rushing around to try and do all the mazes because there are quite a lot. Although they are mostly outdoorsy, you don't want to be here when it's raining. But yeah, we've actually didn't see as much of the scare zones as we'd hoped for, but the whole atmosphere with the sound is definitely good. Nick Hudson Music is responsible for all the sound on the island this year. Really quality job. Do or Die, the maze, yeah, but the sound at the ending was proper bunding, wasn't it? It was really good. So yeah, that was Blair Witch. I think we're going to end this end this vlog now by a couple of rides on the coasters. We've already done Saw, we've already done Walking Dead, but yeah, we've had a good night here tonight. It's not without its teething issues, I think. We do think that Vulcan Peak should be something very different, and all the outdoorsy mazes I think just need a few tweaks to make them that little bit better. The indoor ones are all good. I think that's the main thing, isn't it? Indoor mazes doing quite well. Outdoor ones need a little bit more work.
Scare zoney.
Too scare zoney, yeah, definitely. But we still had a great night. This is still night one of the event. Events always grow throughout time. We're going to try and do containment, but I think we're too late for it. So if this vlog hasn't ended, we're going to go over to do containment. But if not, we'll see you next time, guys. It's been myself, Mikey, Martin, and Kate and Hannah have been bothered by Kate on her vlogging. Oh, that was bad. But yeah, thanks for joining us, guys. Thanks again to Thorpe Park for inviting us, and we'll see you on the next episode of ScareCam.
Bye.
Thanks for watching this episode of ScareCam, a ScareTrack podcast production. Be sure to subscribe to our channel and leave us a comment below. You can also listen to our podcast at www.ScareTrack.podbean.com and interact with us on our social media pages. Thanks again, Scare fans.